Hi students, today we will discuss about the preparation methods. Preparation methods of alcohols. In the preparation methods of alcohols, preparation methods. The preparation methods of alcohols. The first one is from alkanes. From alkanes. So generally, how we can prepare the alcohol from alkanes. Here, if you are taking this CH3, C, CH3, CH3, and H. This is a tertiary hydrogen containing alcohol. Tertiary hydrogen containing alcohol, that is important. And here, in the presence of KMnO4, potassium permanganate, it undergoes to oxidation to give tertiary alcohol. Okay, this is only one method we have to prepare alcohols, that is from alkanes. And next, from alkenes. Second method is from alkenes. Second method is from alkenes. Here from alkenes, we have actually three methods for the preparation of alcohols. From alkenes, we have three methods. In this first one is called as acid catalyzed hydrolysis. Acid catalyzed hydrolysis. Here, acid catalyzed hydrolysis process. In this acid catalyzed hydrolysis, for example, if you are taking RCH double bond CH2, then H plus and H2O is taken as reagent. And then what happens is finally RCH, OH and CH3. Means in the water molecule, H is added on this this carbon, and OH group is added on this carbon. In water molecule, we know that OH minus means it is negative part, and this is simply called as Markovnikov addition. It is called as Markovnikov addition. So the Markovnikov addition reaction occurs by the acid catalyzed hydrolysis process. And in this, if the mechanism is taken, we studied this mechanism in alkene chapter also. In this first step, if we are taking, that is RCH double bond CH2, first reacts with H plus, electrophilic addition reaction. Here H plus is added, means it is also called as protonation, and here that is added to this carbon atom, and this is getting positive charge. A carbon getting positive charge means it is called as carbocation. This is called as carbocation. And the second step is, in the second step, that carbocation or CH plus and CH3 is formed. This is reacting with water molecule. Generally, water contains two lone pairs on oxygen atom. That lone pair of oxygen is attacking on this, and so we are getting RCH, OH, H, and this is losing one lone pair. Now it has another lone pair only. It is having positive charge and CH3. That is formed in the second step. In the third step, The third step, or we can write continuation. Here this is losing this proton. Here this giving the electrons to this oxygen, and it is losing a proton, and here this proton is removed, and then what is finally formed is RCH, OH and CH3. So this is the mechanism simply for the acid catalyzed hydration of alkenes to get the alcohols. The main and important thing remember is here this is giving a carbocation. Here we are getting a carbocation. Whenever there is a carbocation formation occurring, then there is a chance for rearrangement process. So we will see some rearrangement reactions. Here rearrangement reactions means hydride shift or methyl shift or phenyl shift reaction occurs. We will check that. Here in this, suppose first we have CH3, CH and CH3 and CH double bond CH2. If this is the compound we have, and here it is having a H plus and H2O, what is the product? Generally, if H plus is first attacking on this carbon, we will get a carbocation here. So you will get a CH3, CH and CH3, CH plus, and here it is a CH3. This is a secondary carbocation. Cc means carbocation, secondary carbocation. But the next carbon is a higher degree carbon atom. This is tertiary carbon. So this will undergoes to hydride shift. 1, 2 hydride shift occurs. By the 1,2 hydride shift process, it is giving CH3, C plus means this hydrogen is shifted. This hydrogen is shifting onto this carbon atom, and so this is forming positive charge and CH3, and so it is getting CH2 and CH3. So that is the hydride shift occurs. And after that, if you are having a attack of H2O, then what is the final product? CH3, COH2 plus and CH3 and CH2, CH3, and after the removal of a proton from this H2O, then it is giving CH3, COH and CH3, CH2, CH3 is formed. So this is giving 2-methyl 2-butanol. So if you are taking this compound, then we will get 2-methyl 2-butanol. That is the main product. This occurs through 1, 2 hydride shift occurring. That is the rearrangement process. Okay. For example, please note down first. For example, in this process, if you have this methyl group here, instead of hydrogen, here there is a methyl group. I am taking methyl group. Then what happens? Here there is a methyl group, not hydrogen. So here, if methyl group is present, then what happens? Here this is a CH3 group, methyl group. Then methyl shift occur. This is a quaternary carbon. Adjacent carbon is quaternary carbon. So methyl shift occurs. Instead of hydride shift, methyl shift occurs. Here this is the methyl shift. And by the methyl shift what happens? This is forming CH3 group. Okay, after the CH3 group forming, here this is a CH3, and after this hydrogen removal, proton removal, here we are getting CH3 group. Okay, so this is a 2, 3 dimethyl 2-butanol. 2, 3, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. 2, 3 dimethyl 2-butanol. That is by the methyl shift. If these three groups are phenyl groups, then it is called as phenyl shift. Then we will get the phenyl group shifting and rearranged product. Next, suppose if you are having this type of alkene. To this alkene, they are adding He plus and H2O. Then what is the product? Here first it is forming, here this is CH2, this is CH2 and this is CH. So after the addition of H plus, here we are getting CH3 plus and this is a carbocation. But this is a secondary carbocation and adjacent carbon is a tertiary carbon. This is a tertiary carbon. So at here one hydrogen is present and here this hydrogen shift occurs. This hydrogen shift occurs onto this carbon. The hydrogen shift occurs, or you can write the ring expansion process first. No need to go for hydrogen shift. We will get the six member ring now. So ring expansion process occurs. By the ring expansion process, here this carbon atom, if you shift this carbon to this one, then we will get six member ring. So by the ring expansion, here first ring expansion, then we will do the hydride shift. Ring expansion process occurs. By the ring expansion process, we will get a six member ring where the number of atoms are, how the shift occurs means we can write one here, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, it is 6 and this is 7. Okay, so 1, sorry, it is not 7, it is already wrote second. So between 2 and 6 already there is a bond, but it is adjusting between 2, 1 and 6. So I am writing here 1 and this is 6, this is 1 and this is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, and on the first carbon there is one more methyl group. So please remember this is having a methyl group also. Next, second carbon is losing the electron. So second carbon now gets the positive charge. This is getting the positive charge. Okay, and then here there is one more hydrogen. This is the first carbon. This is first carbon and this is a tertiary carbon and this tertiary carbon is having a hydrogen. So 1 comma 2 hydride shift occurs. After 1 to hydride shift, this is converting into tertiary carbocation. Here now this is getting carbon positive charge and here hydrogen or here hydrogen can be removed. So we can write next H2O, addition of H2O and this lone pair, having this lone pair will attach on this carbon atom and then you will get the product CH3 first, then OH2 plus having one more lone pair and this is releasing the proton. OH2 releases one proton, so we are getting a compound like this is a methyl group and this is OH group. 1 methyl 1 cyclohexanol. This is called as 1 methyl 1 cyclohexanol. So this is the rearrangement and this is called as the ring expansion and hydride shift, both occurs. Okay, this type of ring expansion hydride shift occurs because the carbocation is forming. So in this main reason is reactivity of acid catalyzed hydration if you are taking. Reactivity largely depends upon the stability of carbocation. Stability of carbocation formed means I will give. So this is important. Whenever there is a carbocation formation occurring, then the reactivity is more depending upon the formation of carbocation. For example, we are having CH double bond CH2 and suppose if you are having CH3 CH double bond CH and Okay, we can say CH3 and this is CH2. In these two compounds, which undergoes to reaction more readily towards acid catalyzed dehydration? If both are taken, which is undergoing to reaction more readily? Suppose this is A and this is B. Which is undergoing to reaction more easily towards acid catalyzed dehydration means it depends first upon the carbocation formed by these two compounds. Okay, which forms a more stable carbocation that is more reactive towards acid catalyzed hydration. So in this, suppose first we are adding H plus to this. According to Markovnikov addition, here H plus is added on this carbon, so you will get CH3 and here this is the one. So it is what type of carbocation? Secondary carbocation. Suppose if we are adding the H plus to this, then what is the carbocation formed? Here this is the carbocation, here CH3 and plus. So this is a tertiary carbocation. Whenever there is secondary and tertiary carbocation, which is more stable? Always tertiary is more stable than secondary. So which is more reactive means the second compound is more reactive than first compound towards acid catalyzed hydration. Okay. So mainly or largely it depends upon the stability of carbocation forming in the reaction. Next, the second method, same from alkenes, that is hydroboration and oxidation. Hydroboration and oxidation. Hydroboration and oxidation process. Here in the hydroboration and oxidation process, what happens? In this hydroboration and oxidation process, mainly we are taking an alkene, double bond CH2. To this we are adding B2H6 in the presence of a THF solvent. THF means tetrahydrofuran. I will give later. And the second part is oxidation H2O2 in the presence of alkali. So this is actually first part hydroboration. This is second part oxidation. By the hydroboration and oxidation process, we are getting the alcohol, and here the product formed is RCHCH2, and here what is the product means? Here H is added, here OH is added. You can say simply what type of addition is this? Markovnikov or anti-Markovnikov? Generally, negative part of the reagent means the most important thing remember here is anti-Markovnikov addition. Hydroboration oxidation is anti-Markovnikov addition. Simply we can say anti-Markovnikov addition reaction, or it is also called as a Karash effect, peroxide effect or Karash effect or Karash addition reaction also. Okay, and here in this presence, what happens mainly? Here, water added simply as like addition of water in acid catalyzed process. Here also we are adding water, but in this process, first we are doing hydroboration, next we are telling oxidation. If you see the mechanism, we can get conclusion. In this process, first what happens? Here B2H6 we are having this B2H6 we studied in the first year. It is a diborane. It is a electron deficient compound. Actually, boron is having a vacant orbital. Diborane, boron is having a vacant orbital. And in the presence of tetrahydrofuran means this is the tetrahydrofuran. 4 carbon atoms and 1 oxygen atom. This oxygen is having lone pairs, 2 lone pairs on it. Okay, in the presence of that solvent, this BH3 molecule is attacking on the alkene. Here, this is alkene, RCH double bond CH2. And to this, we are adding BH3. Here BH3 we can write like BH3 and in the presence of THF, tetrahydrofuran solvent, I am writing this BH3 as H and BH2. Here BH2 boron is having a vacant orbital and you can simply remember like this bond is shifting towards this and this bond is shifting towards this. Then it forms a cyclic intermediate, that is RCH single bond CH2 and here BH2, okay, BH2, and here there is a bond rearrangement and a new bond formation occurred. It's look like this is having a positive charge. So in these two carbons, which gets positive charge and which is more better means this carbon getting positive charge is more better because it is secondary carbon. Here this is a first carbon, tertiary, it is a primary carbon. So getting positive charge here and this type of cyclic intermediate is formed, no carbocation formation occurred. Please remember very important thing in this hydroboration oxidation process, no carbocation formation occurs. No carbocation. No carbocation formation. Whenever there is no carbocation formation, what happens? No rearrangement. Here, no rearrangement process. No rearrangement occurs. Okay. So please remember this. In the hydroboration oxidation process, the reaction occurs through a cyclic intermediate. So this reaction is also called as a pericyclic reaction. So a cyclic intermediate formation occurred. This cyclic intermediate, okay, cyclic intermediate formed. Later on, this is converted to RCH2 and this is a CHBH2, or you can write this as CHH simply, okay. And as like H and BH2, there is two more hydrogens on the boron BH2, so I can write the remaining also, means I am taking two more RCH double bond CH2, means the same reactants, the same type of reactants I am taking. There is two more BH bonds, so that two more BH bonds will combine here also. So finally what is formed means RCH2, same type molecule, RCH2 CH, sorry, this is a CH2 taken thrice B, or you can simply or directly you can see here whenever three molecules are taken, I am just writing, but I will arrange it. 3 R CH double bond CH2. We are having BH3. So I am writing these three hydrogen atoms on three molecules. Each one hydrogen I am adding on this place. Each hydrogen, one hydrogen we are adding on one molecule. Second hydrogen on second molecule. Third hydrogen on third molecule. On this, where we can what we can add means boron atom. So what is the actual structure of this molecule means the structure, actual structure I am writing here, boron CH2 CH2R and another boron CH2 CH2R and there is one more molecule CH2 CH2R. So three such type of molecules are present. This is called as hydroboration process. Trialkyl borane is formed finally in the hydroboration. This is first step. Okay, trialkyl borane is formed in the first step, and in the second step what happens? H2O2, actually three molecules in the presence of a base. What happens? 3H2O2. Here I am just making a bond breakage Here OH group, one OH group, another OH group. H2O2 means two OH groups are there. So what is formed? RCH2, CH2OH. So similarly, here also it is happening. Here also the bond dissociation occur. Okay, we can add one more H2O2. Here also we can add one more H2O2. So totally the three bonds dissociate and we will get finally RCH2, CH2, OH plus OH taken thrice B or BOH taken thrice. What is BOH taken thrice? Yes, that is a BOH taken thrice is formed. H3BO3 or the boric acid. Okay, this is the hydroboration oxidation process, and simply if you see H2O addition only finally. In the final product, if you see, simply what is added? H2O. But in this process, what happened? Anti-Markovnikov. The negative part is added to more hydrogen containing carbon, not to the less hydrogen containing carbon. That is in acid catalyzed hydration occurred. Okay, hydroboration oxidation is opposite to acid catalyzed hydration. And one more very important thing remember is here no carbocation formation occurred. Is this syn addition or anti addition? What is syn? What is anti, sir? Here H and BH2 added from the same side or from different planes. BH2 added from this side, H is also added from this side. So from the same plane, when the both, suppose these are two, BH2, H, when both are adding from the same plane, then it is called as syn addition process. So this reaction is also another characteristic property, syn addition process. Hydroboration oxidation is a syn addition process. And no carbocation formation occurring, no rearrangement occurs. Whenever there is a carbocation formation, there is a rearrangement. But here no carbocation, so no rearrangement process. Okay. Please note down. So how to remember or how to write the products easily? Please remember that. How to write the products easily. Here in this B2H2 molecule, if you check the molecule, the mechanism, what is happened? From the BH3, suppose I am writing with red ink pen. If you have BH3 molecule, what is happened? This is BH3. Okay, and here what is happened? BH3. Here the H is added on this place, and here BH2 is added. BH2 is added. And in the final stage, what happened? Tell me. So here also H is present, and here also we have BH2. Okay, here H is present, here BH2 is present. Okay, and here we have H, one hydrogen. One hydrogen is from the BH2 group, and in all these cases, one hydrogen is from BH2 group. Okay, this hydrogen or this hydrogen. Okay, finally what happens? There the hydrogen, one more hydrogen, we have now two hydrogens. So I write separately, just I will write it separately. So here it is CH and one more hydrogen we have now. That hydrogen is from BH2 only. So finally if you see from B to H6 molecule, what we are getting onto this alkene means one hydrogen is added. Simply to write the products easily. From B to H6 molecule, one hydrogen is added. From H2O2, please remember, from H2O2 molecule, what we are adding? OH groups. Or where we are adding? The H2O2 OH groups we are adding. Simply how to remember or how to write the products. OH group we are adding at more hydrogen atom containing carbon. That is the simplest way to write the products. for hydroboration oxidation. Okay, so first we are adding hydrogen to less hydrogen containing carbon and OH group to more hydrogen containing carbon. I will give an example, you can get easily from that. Suppose here I am taking CH3, CH double bond CH2, CH3, CH double bond CH2. To this I am adding B2H6 and THF. And the second one is not H2O2. Please remember, this is D2O2. Don't confuse. H2O2 means hydrogen peroxide, D2O means deuterium peroxide, and OD minus, deuteroxide ion. Then tell me the products. What are the products we will get? I am writing the product C, CH3, CH, and CH2. Now tell me where we can add the H, where we can add the OH, or what are the products here? Here what are added? As per this reaction, what we said, B2H6 gives hydrogen on the less hydrogen. So here B2H6 gives hydrogen on this carbon. So I am writing hydrogen. Okay. And from the D2O2, here H2O2 gives the OH. Similarly, D2O2 gives OD. Yes, you will get here OD. Deuterium is added. Or suppose, for example, in the same reaction, if they are giving B2D6 and THF, but here it is H2O2 and OH minus. Now tell me, what is the product? Here we will write reactant CH, CH2. Now tell me what is the product? As I said, B2S6 gives hydrogen. Here B2D6 gives, yes, deuterium. It gives deuterium to this carbon. So here we can get deuterium. This deuterium we are getting here. Okay. And H2O2 gives OH group on this carbon. So we will get OH group. Okay. So please remember, basing on the given compound, we can get the products. Suppose to this H plus and D2O are added. To this molecule, H plus D2O are added. Tell me the product. H plus D2O are added. Tell me the product. It is acid catalyzed hydration now. Yes. So first what we added? H plus. H plus is added to more hydrogen containing carbon. So CH3 and here it is CH and I am writing single bond CH2. Next H plus is added to this carbon. Okay, you will get H. Then from the H2O molecule, this is added to this and next deprotonation occur. So what is finally you get OD here. This is acid catalyzed hydration. Please remember, it is not oxymercuration, demercuration. These two are oxymercuration, demercuration. In acid catalyzed hydration also they may give sometimes H plus D2O, D plus H2O also. Okay.